Biafra ebu mame. Oh yes, no ye wanna wash nana. Erire Biafra ebu mame. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Obamomo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo, Agbada Bururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Bururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Nieruwe yo, Witrowe Salute. Forthcoming with the same the freedom you brought to do well for us. Forthcoming with the same no. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. PM Simon John, you have done so much for us. I am sharing tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Kelly Peter say you are so good. That is the truth. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the fool that we hate him. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sendo. Clara Dim say you are so good. Anna Wabada Guru. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sendo. Urobisoko with throw a salute. Even lucky star, it is sendo. You do well, it is sendo. You do well, we salute you, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy For your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amoro Tomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Isuko Bidise.
Those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. When the Siputa. Makamwero Mekanyinaga Biko Kulien Ogeruo Biko Kulien Iye Jamalike Ogeruo Omwele Ndiaboroku Makamwero Wanyi Omwele Ndiaburu Chekwa Makamwero Wewu Biafra Biko Kulien Ogeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien Ogeruo. When the Biafra Gideon, Biko Kulien Ogeruo. Ohamadike no na donjon, Mugebweki Eremeyae. Bodike, Mosike Rura Jobalike. Biko Kulien Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, Master Simon M. It want to smooth Sregabani Runaibu. Never and Ramon Mayebudo. Or Guinea. Master Simon M. Emesu Wokwere Onyendu. Iye Jamalike Ruo. Imapa Simon Epa Wukie. Iye Jamalike Ruo. Simon Epa Watakatabo. Ojuda Kwenyi. Mkwere Onyendu Kine Betata. I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. Never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Onyendu. Anyiga Wanuga. I will follow you. Anina. I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Epa, or Guinea. Master Simon Epa, Biko, Kisiki, Gaga, Nogu, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Way, People Onyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, Bros, I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back, I will follow you. Prime Minister Onyendu, Anyiga Wanuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you. Ohamadike Biafra, Dahi Boroka Biarole. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Biafra Republic government Awukie. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Commander General Lekweshiri. General Buduso, Sona Atakatawo. Commander Holy Ghost, Ogonyendu Borokunu Nazatata. Biko Kulien Ogeruo. Biko Kulien
Maka Biafra, we're putara anyị onye ndu ihe Simon Efa Obatobie.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He
say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program. I welcome you wherever you are watching us from. If you are watching me from Facebook, I welcome you, I appreciate you, and I thank you for being part of the program. Please kindly help us to like and share on Facebook, share to your friends, share to your family, share to your neighbors, share on all the WhatsApp group where you belong, so that people can join us and get this information straight. If you are watching from YouTube, you can do equally the same thing. Share on your platform, share to family and friends, share to your neighbors, share to everyone that is close to you. Very important, so that we can be able to pass this message to every single one that needs to hear us. I thank you so much for being part of this program today. And I say, may Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect every single one of us that has connected. Remember, in this platform where we preach this gospel, this is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic government in exile, a platform that is representing the Biafran government under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Eba, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack individuals. We don't come here to attack persons. We don't come here to attack any race or any religion. What we do in this platform is to bring the plight of the Biafrans before the whole world, to let the world know what is going on in Biafran territory. That is what we do. In this platform, we come here to encourage Biafrans, and also we expose the lies that they have told against us in all angles. There are so many lies that have been told against the Biafran people, and when you don't respond to these lies, at a point in time, people will begin to believe it as being the truth. That is why we take our time every morning to come here to expose those lies and debunk those lies. So many lies have been told. In this platform, we come here to encourage Biafrans to continue to hold on to their legitimate right. The right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. These are rights that belong to you, and these rights must not be tampered with. You must not allow this right to be played with. Every one of us must hold strong onto this right, hold it firm and hold it close to yourself. It does not matter what the enemy says. It doesn't matter how they say it. It doesn't matter under which umbrella they're hiding. We must continue to preach the gospel and say things the way they are. This is always our morning section of this program. Each time we come on this morning section, if you are watching me from YouTube, you have the right, you can equally join me on stage and speak. There's a link that I posted there. With that link, you can join us on stage and speak. You can ask your questions, you can make your contributions, you can say your prayers, you can give us your own opinion. For you to join us on this platform, you must not be a Biafran. Even if you are not a Biafran, even if you are a one Nigerianist, even if you are from other part of African countries or you are from any part of the world, and you have a question for us, there is something you are hearing about us that you're not too sure about. If you want to ask a question, join us on YouTube, David Herbert channel. If you're watching me from David Herbert channel right now, you can click the link and come in and make your contribution. Ask your questions, we will allow you to do so. But if you're watching me from Facebook, it's a pity you cannot be able to join on stage on Facebook. Only those who are watching me from YouTube can be able to join me on the platform. But if you're watching from Facebook, I appreciate you. I thank you for being part of us. You can equally send in your messages. If you have a question, once I spot your message, I'm going to respond to you. My fellow Biafran that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I appreciate every one of you once again. For those who want to join me on the stage, if you are coming, please make sure you cover up properly. You know, our people, some of us can be very careless. You don't come out here naked because we cannot accept you. We can't bring you in. And when you are speaking, you must make sure you put your word in a civil manner. Speak in a civil manner so that the whole world will understand what you're saying. Keep your words civil. As long as you are speaking in a very civil manner, it will be much, much better so that people can understand you. Meanwhile, I am not telling you not to put on your opinion. I'm not telling you to change your opinion. I am not trying to tell you not to get angry, not to express yourself. Get angry as much as you can. Express yourself as much as you can. But in doing all that, do it in a civil manner. Once you can be able to pass those messages in a civil manner, I bet you we are going to enjoy our stay here. You will learn from us and we will learn from you. That is why we're here. Nobody knows it all. Our main purpose of being here is to interact with each other, understand each other, express our views, put the world out there, those things that they are hiding. There are so many things they are hiding, and we cannot allow them to continue to hide those facts. Today, we have come to a stage where the restoration of Biafra is something that the whole world is looking upon. All eyes today is on Biafra, and that is why every Biafran must lift their head high and be careful wherever you are. I pray that every one of us will be part of that restoration of Biafra that is going to happen very soon. Today, I have chosen a topic which says the fear and respect of Biafra, the beginning of wisdom for one Nigerianist and then Afonja'S. The fear and respect of Biafra is the beginning of the wisdom for one Nigerianist and the Afonja'S. As I said before, the restoration of Biafra is something that is on top here today. Restoration of Biafra is something that nobody is going to deny. If you decide to deny it, you decide to pretend and lie to yourself that it's not happening, it is definitely going to happen. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter how you find it. The only good thing you can do to yourself today is to accept the new nation, Biafra. It is coming. It is coming and it is unstoppable. This new nation, Biafra, has been given birth to. The world have been trying to oppress it and suppress it for a very long time, using the contraption called Nigeria. We have been in captivity for many, many years, but finally, we have found our feet. And the journey to freedom has begun. The earlier every one of you will understand that, those of you who think that they can be able to blackmail Biafra into extinction. They think that by their lies and propaganda, they can be able to extinguish the light of Biafra. You are wasting your time. The earlier you understand that there is nothing you can do to stop the coming of Biafra, the better for you. The options are there. Very good options are there. Because of how intelligent and how Biafrans are, we are not troublemakers. We are peacemakers. We love peace, but not the peace of the graveyard. We are peacemakers. We love peace, but not the peace of the graveyard. That is why in everything we are doing, we are leaving option for you to make your choice, what you want. In the restoration of Biafra today, there are 3 choices to make. In those 3 choices, whichever one Nigerian government wants, they are going to get it. It does not matter what they feel. We have given you the option, and you have the free will to choose from the 3 to show you how liberal the Biafrans are. To show you that we are not just up against anybody. We are not just fighting with a heartless mind. We are not just fighting because we want to fight. But what we are doing today is the needful. We do not want the status quo to continue. A situation where people will be enslaved. A situation where people cannot be speaking for themselves. A situation where people cannot grow. We do not want to be on that stagnant situation anymore. Obi is a boy, Obi is a boy. We will no longer become a boy. We have grown to men. And the earlier you understand this, the better for you. Anyone that is in that zoological republic called Nigeria, this wisdom is one of the greatest wisdom you must impart to yourself today. Know it and know it and know it and know it and know peace. That Biafra can never, ever, ever be stopped. The restoration of Biafra can never, ever, ever be stopped. In this era, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, nothing is going to stop the restoration of Biafra. He has said it in clear terms in ABC that he has come to finish what Dim Odumegwu started. This assignment is going to be finished in our own era. We will not transfer the responsibility to any other generation. We will not transfer the responsibility to any other generation. And I want everyone to understand that our pursuit for Biafran freedom is not a hateful one. It is not because we are angry. It is not because we want people to go down. It is for peace, to save life. The major reason why we are pursuing the restoration of Biafra is to save life. From what is happening in the contraption called Nigeria today, everyone believes that that country is in chaos. The insecurity in Nigeria has gotten to the highest level. And nobody seems to be paying attention. The West is not paying attention. The West is focused on their own personal interest. As long as they continue to get their raw material free from Nigeria, they don't care what happens to you as a citizen. This has always been the status quo when it comes to issue between the West and Africans. And I don't blame them somehow. I don't blame them because in life, people are built to take care of themselves and put themselves first. That is how life is. People put themselves first. You will save yourself before you save other people. So when you see the West putting themselves first, don't blame them. The only thing you have to do now as a black person, as an African, is to put your own self first. Narrow it down to your own country. Put your own country first. And this fact is not hidden. Donald Trump spoke about this fact when he went to the United Nations, when he was a president. He said he has come to speak on behalf of America, and it's American first for him. And everybody has the right to put their own country first. That is how life operates. I can bet you that it narrows down even to our various families. People put themselves first, even to parents. Even to parents, you will save yourself before you stretch off your hand to save someone. If you are not saved, you cannot save someone else. It is a fact. People can begin to use grammar to deny it, to begin to preach and make it sweet, begin to motivate you with some sweet words. They begin to give you some motivational speech. Every human being is structured, built to save themselves first before they save someone else. That is human nature. People save themselves before they save others. So when you see the West protecting their own interest, not minding what happens to you, that is how human beings are. What you have to do today is to put yourself first. And that is where the Biafrans have failed for a very long time. More especially the Igbo Biafrans. Igbo Biafrans have always put people, others first before themselves. The Igbo Biafrans, they tend to put others first before themselves. And each time they make that move, it brings death to them. Each time the Igbo Biafrans have made that move, either as a country, as an entity, or as an individual, you put someone else, at the end of the day, you are going to be in the loss. That is why in this era, we say it is Biafra first. Anything you are discussing and doesn't have the interest of Biafra in it, we can't be part of it. Whatever agreements you are making, whatever discussion you are discussing, and it doesn't protect our own interests, we will not be part of it. Let everybody keep on pursuing their own interests. And that is where the disintegration of Nigeria comes in. It is a must, because there is diverse interest in that contraption called Nigeria. There is diverse interest. The people in that contraption have different value system. At least the 3 major group or 4 major group in that Nigeria have different value system. Talk about the core north. Their value system is totally different from the people in the southwest. People in the southwest of Yoruba land, their value system is totally different from those of us in Biafra land. We in Biafra land, our value system is different from the people in the middle belt. Even though when you come to the south and north, the southern part have a little bit similarity. Not they are the same, but they have similarity. But you come to the north and south, they have no resemblance and no place to meet when it comes to interest. And each and every one of this region have their interest. And as long as they are together, each and every one of them will continue to pursue their own interest. Each one will pursue their own interest. And that will continue to create clash. That will continue to create clash. The reason why Nigeria is so insecure today is still the same interest because of that interest. That is why Nigeria is insecure. Because some section of the country decide and open the border for everybody they feel has the same religion with them. Everybody they feel have the same resemblance. They open the border wide for them and tell them to come in. They tell them to come in. And their mission is dominance. They don't care. But I bet you, if the northern part of Nigeria were to be on their own, there is no way they will open their border and allow every Tom, Dick, and Harry to walk in. They will not. But as long as we are together, they feel that there is a big space that they want to occupy. They feel that there is a big space that they want to spread themselves to, either through their religion or whatever. And that interest has made it that the northern part of Nigeria today has become so insecure that the government of Nigeria do not care. It has gone to the extent of wiping away the indigenous people in the north and replacing them with foreigners. As we speak, there are some villages that have been renamed. The people, owners of the village, wiped away and sent those ones who were able to survive are left in IDP camp, and their villages remain. Strangers are living there. If not for this divisive interest, there is no way a country will build a railway line from its country to another country when its own country does not have enough rail line to run or officiate and do businesses around. Diverse interest. Everybody is chasing his own personal interest. They don't care what happens. Because of this diversity, this destructive diversity, that is why it is necessary that we must have to end it all. Let everybody be on their own side. It is not a wicked request. It is not out of anger. It is not targeted at anybody. It is meant to maintain peace so that everybody will have peace in their own zone. That will not stop us from getting married together. It will not stop us from doing business together. It will not stop us from living in each other's place. It will not stop us from investing in each other's country. If we choose to, we can still intermarry. We can still do business together. We can still invest wherever we want. But let there be that demarcation that each region can be able to protect and defend the area. Why? How is it so difficult for people to understand after almost 100 years? Even the man that created, the man and his dear friend who created your so-called Nigeria told you that after 100 years that you should come together and renegotiate because they know that that thing they formed is not meant to last forever. When is going to be the right time to do this? But what we have seen in the zoo is that there are a group of cabals, there are a group of envious, idiotic, self-centered individuals who the West is using to manipulate things and make sure they keep every other person impoverished for their own personal and selfish interests. And they have succeeded in convincing some idiotic people who today follow them to sing that song of One Nigeria, even when they know there is nothing like One Nigeria. But we have come to a stage where the only option has become Biafra. And the Biafrans has taken it upon themselves, as we have always done. We have done so many sacrifices for this so-called Nigeria. Biafrans have done so many sacrifices, which at last brought death to us. But this final move that we're about to make, we are making the sacrifice for ourselves, and it is worth doing. It doesn't matter what happens to us. It doesn't matter how many lives that is lost. It doesn't matter what becomes the end. It doesn't matter if we are there or not. This final sacrifice, we have to do it. We have been sacrificing for people for a long time. But at this time, it is time for the Biafrans to sacrifice for themselves. And that is where we are today in 2024. There is nothing you can do to stop what is coming. This cloud, the rain is going to fall. It is going to fall. And because of the love we have for humanity, that is why we are doing what we are doing. And that is why the Prime Minister have gone to the extent of bringing multi-dimensional system so that you can have many options. You wouldn't say you were not told. Nigerian government will not say they were not told. I saw the post our Prime Minister made where somebody was suggesting for the drug baron to look into the issue of the zoo and think of how he's going to make this integration. The Prime Minister of Biafra have already given the roadmap as we are pursuing the exit of Biafra from the zoo. The three options, multi-dimensional system. You have the diplomatic option. You have the diplomatic option. If you are interested in diplomatic option, go ahead. We have our lobbyists there in DC. We have our lobbyists in DC. Make arrangements. Let international community come into it and let the discussion begin. We have the political system. In the political means, we have already conducted our self-referendum, and our self-referendum have recorded 50 million votes, still counting. 50 million people have voted that they do not want to be part of the Soviet Republic again. If you need peace, why don't you cash into that vote? If you feel that you don't trust that vote, why don't you conduct your own? And let's compare and see. These two options are on the table. Diplomatic means, political means, Biafrans have activated it to the highest level. It has been activated to the highest level as we speak. The lobbyists are lobbying in the United States, and many top officials of the United States have been visited. They have been talked to, and they know what is going on in Biafra. Politically, we have conducted self-referendum which have been recognized by credible organizations. Even investigative journalists have come to Nigeria to investigate about our self-referendum, and they confirm that truly, self-referendum is going on. And yet, you pretend it's not happening. The third option is the armed struggle, self-defense of our land. And that self-defense also has been activated to the highest level. If you refuse the first, refuse the second, the only option is the third, self-defense. And since we know we are dealing with Pharaoh, a stubborn Pharaoh, that self-defense today has been activated to the highest level. The delegitimization of the zoo in Biafran territory has begun. The delegitimization of Nigeria in Biafran territory has just begun. And our Prime Minister is stepping it up. Every one of us have had his last outing when he visited Africa. He made it very clear that we are going to embark on 1 month lockdown of all the government ministries, Nigerian government ministries in Biafra territory. 1 month lockdown. Every offices of Nigeria in Biafra territory will be locked down. Name it, their barracks, police barrack, army barrack, naval barrack, any barrack that belongs to their force, government offices, their ministries, federal ministries, state ministries, local ministries, all the secretariats will be locked down for 1 month. And our Prime Minister went forward to say that it will be enforced. Listing and listing good. This is the very first time our Prime Minister is coming to the open to tell you that lockdown will be enforced for the very first time. You know, all this while, your unknown gunmen are coming. The government will bring unknown gunmen to come and enforce, sit at home. This time, the Liberation Army themselves are going to enforce the lockdown of government offices in Biafra territory. And why that lockdown is going on, Biafrans will be going to their businesses. This lockdown has nothing to do with the Biafran people. It has nothing to do with Biafran people. The businessmen will go to their businesses and the business will be protected. The Biafran people will go about their activities and they'll be protected. The only thing they have to do is to be security conscious wherever they are. Any Biafran, any place you are in Biafran territory, as soon as this very lockdown starts, you must have to be very, very careful. In a week or two, the date of the lockdown will be announced by the Prime Minister, and I will still come here to tell you about it. In a week or two, the date for that lockdown will be announced. So you, as a Biafran, living in Biafran territory, you must prepare yourself also. You must get yourself ready and prepare yourself. That lockdown is targeted at the government parastatals in Biafra land. It is not for Biafran people, not for civilians. Biafrans and their friends and businessmen who will do your business, go to your shops. The Liberation Army will give you the protection. But for the very first time, the Liberation Army will be ordered to come to the street. You are going to see them in the street. They are not coming to attack civilians. They are coming to root out everything that represents the zoo in Biafran territory. If you are in Biafran territory then and you are bearing arms, sorry. Your name is sorry. I wouldn't tell you what will happen. The beautiful thing is that before any action is taken by Biafrans, it is always announced. It is announced so that you wouldn't say you didn't hear. It is announced so that you wouldn't say you were not told. I have said this several times that in the restoration of Biafra in 2024, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, every single step that Biafrans follow is legal. We follow legal steps. And everything Biafran people do is in the open. We don't hide under anybody. There is nothing secret about the restoration of Biafra. And that is how to know people who are serious. Gone are the days when you hide under the keyboard and you be typing. Gone are the days when you are ashamed of identifying with Biafra. Gone are the days when you just come on social media and you shout. We are in the restoration of Biafra, and every legal procedure to restore a country, we are following. The person that is in charge today, our Prime Minister, has all it takes. He's a man that read international law. He has masters in international law. And I bet you there is no way he will be in a civilized country like Finland and he will be going against the law. That is why you see him today. In X, he can boldly speak about every single step he takes on X, and they will not bring him down. We have seen on several occasions, we are popular men and women, we are locked out, banned from Twitter. Have you asked yourself, why is it that they cannot get their hand on the Prime Minister? It is because he has not committed any crime known to man. Just like our Supreme Amazon Nandekano, while he was preaching his gospel, our Supreme Amazon Nandekano was in the United Kingdom. In the UK, he was there and he preached for more than a decade. Mazen Nandekano was in the UK preaching for more than a decade. He was never arrested one day or invited by the police one day. He was never arrested or invited by the police one day. In the UK, what does that tell you? That tells you that Mazen Nandekano was making statements of facts. He has not broken any law. You can remember one Afonja, that is one Afonja that rose up in the UK and began to campaign against the Igbo people. There was one Afonja, he's still in jail now. He did not preach that his message up to he didn't preach up to 2 years. Not even up to 1 year. He was arrested in the UK and he's in jail today, serving for terrorism. And Afonja, he came and his message was just against the Biafra, against the Igbo Biafra. He was instigating trouble against the Igbo Biafra. He was calling to extinction of the Igbo Biafrans. In the UK, he did that. It didn't last up to a year. He was arrested. Up to today, as we speak, I've forgotten his name. And Afonja, he's in jail today. But Mazen Nandekano was in that same UK. In that same UK, he preached for more than a decade. More than a decade. He was never ever invited by police. Not even one day. Not even one day. Because he was on the right path. So when it comes to Biafra, we don't just talk because we want to talk. We do not just talk because we want to talk. We are making statements of facts. What we are revealing are the truth, the facts. Things that you fail to understand and hear, those are the facts we are bringing forward before you. If you hate the truth, it might be painful when we speak those truths. But we cannot stop speaking the truth simply because it pains you. Those are the price you have to pay to hear it. The only thing anybody in the contraption called Nigeria will do today, the only lesson you must learn today, the only wisdom you need to acquire is to know that the Biafran people are walking out of the zoo. They are out of the zoo. And there is nothing anybody can do. The earlier you begin to understand and accept this fact, the better for you and I. But if you continue to pretend that it's not happening, you are going to hit the Greek wall. And when you do, pray that you'll be alive to tell the story. Just pray that you will be alive to tell the story. We are in 2024. When we talk about the restoration of Biafra, it is not just by word. We know so many of you, so many people are not paying attention. So many are pretending. They just want to convince themselves that Biafra is not going to come. There are certain group of people who convince themselves, the Afonja'S mainly. The Afonja'S and the Sabotua, the IBOB in Nigeria. They come and they convince themselves, oh, it's not going to come. Biafra is not going to come. They just want to make themselves happy by saying it's not going to come, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't move us. even our core enemies, they know that the time is up. All you need to do is to follow things as they are coming. All you need to do, follow the stages from the moment Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya and brought to Nigeria through extraordinary revision. He passed through the court. The court said free him. He said no. The international community said free him. He said no. You continue to hold him up to this moment. The moment you kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and you open the new dimension under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, that was the game changer. And go and check the success Biafra have made from that moment till date. Go and check how wild the whole world have get connected to Biafra. When you talk about freedom, it is not just about talking. It's not just about coming online to talk and shout. It is not just about campaign. It's not just about all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. Today, work is put in to see that Biafra becomes a reality. And every single thing that is done by Biafran government today is verifiable. That is the beauty of it all. So when you begin to encourage yourself and tell yourself lies, oh, it's not going to come, oh, they are not serious. All you need to do is tell yourself the truth. Go and make investigation, verify. Every single step Biafrans are taking is verifiable. And as I speak to you, journalists are coming on the ground to investigate and find out what is going on. Investigative journalists are following the issue of Biafra. And that is why you saw a report that was given to one of the credible press in the UK. One of the credible journalists in the UK, they gave a report on the issue of Biafra and they told the world to put eye on Biafra in few months to come. But still, there are some people who still continue to tell themselves lies. They want to make themselves feel happy. Go ahead, enjoy it while it lasts. But I will tell you, the respect and the fear of Biafra is the beginning of wisdom for anybody that is in that contraption called Nigeria. The fear and respect of Biafra is the beginning of wisdom for any entity in that contraption. This is not the time when you play your wishy-washy games. We have crossed that stage. In this stage, there's nothing you can do on the planet Earth to distract us. Not anymore. Gone are the days when you play your games. And in this era, you have played this several times and it failed before you. You played the card of Peter Obi, Igbo presidency. We told you we are not interested. You played that card and you played. We said we are not interested and we continued on our part. When you failed on that one, you came again. Just of recent, you have played your card of protest. You played your card of protest and the Biafrans walked out of the protest. They said they are not interested. We walked out. You tried even using your own mouth to drag us into it by force. We said we are not in that. We will not be part of the protest. You still use your mouth, you campaign, and you want to drive us. You failed. Secondly, you failed again. You didn't succeed. And now you are going on the next part again. You went to the next part to go and bring that idiot, Emeka Anyoko. You brought Emeka Anyoko to Asrock to come and talk about unity of the Zoological Republic. Using Emeka Anyoko now to gather momentum so that people will feel that something is happening somehow, that the Biafrans are winning. But I tell you, Emeka Anyoko himself just got himself into trouble. He just got himself into trouble that he cannot be able to walk out of. I believe he should be up to 80 or 80 plus now. A man who should be repairing what he has destroyed before he joined his ancestor. Instead of that, he's causing more damages. Trying to create more damages for us. The trouble that Dr. Nnamdi will put us into, we have not walked out of it. You want to create a new one. Emeka Anyoko was here. When Mbazurike was begging Buhari, release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for me. Emeka Anyaoku was assisting Mbazuka. He was an assistant, second to Mbazuka. When Mbazuka was crying, telling Buhari, release Mazen Nandekan for me as my last wish. Release him to me as my last wish. The late Muhammad Buhari refused to release Mazen Nandekan. And that man died. The man came and begged Buhari, release Mazen Nandekan for me as my last wish before I die. That was the person that Emeka Anyaoku was seconding then. That man died without getting that. They didn't release Mazen Nandekan. Up to this day. And that same Emeka Anyaoku who replaced the man that died today. You can't even come in and request for the same thing. You can't even remember that this request of the man that it was not answered. You ignored it. I have never had that Emeka Anyaoku call for the release of Mazen Nandekan anywhere. I have never seen him anywhere calling for the release of Mazen Nandekan. This man was the former Secretary General of Commonwealth. Former Secretary General of Commonwealth, with all his connection and position, he has never one day made a request for the release of Mazen Nandekan. There has been loss of life in Biafra territory, destroying of properties, checkpoints everywhere, kidnapping in Biafra. I have never seen Emeka Anyaoku addressing that matter. All of a sudden, the zoo saw him and they picked him to come to Asarok and speak about one Nigeria. And he called himself intellectual. Look at intellectual. That is what he is. He called himself a patriot. How can you call yourself a patriot? How can you call yourself a patriot? We know those who are patriots. A patriot like Chinua Achebe returned every single certificate the British gave him. He returned it back to them through the Civil War. He said, take your certificate, I'm not interested. That is what we call a patriot. He returned everything the Queen gave to him. And so many, even the white men, there are some white people that return what they have to the Queen. They return their certificate to the Queen. Those are the patriots who see something that is right and stand by it. Not somebody with all his position cannot be bold enough to look the government in their face and say, let my people go. You don't want us. You don't want us from every indication. Even his own brother won election. They denied him that election. He couldn't talk. He couldn't speak. But today he comes to Asarok to talk about one Nigeria. And he calls himself a patriot. Begin to describe himself as intellectual. These are the kind of idiotic people we see. But I tell you, in this stage, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, up to Biafra land, there is nothing you can do to distract him. The more you try to distract him, you just make him to be speedy. If you try to distract him, you increase his speed. I thank Chukwu for him, and every Biafra must be praying for him because something that is coming, this cloud, this thick cloud, the rain is going to fall. It will fall. But those of us that have our umbrella ready, we are already in the shelter. The rain will not beat us. But those of you who are pretending, oh, it's not happening. Oh, that's how we talk. The rain will so beat you. It will beat you. If you see where rain beat a fowl, it will beat you that you can't be able to tell the story. The fear of Biafra is the beginning of wisdom for every Afonja or one Nigerianist. Know that and know peace. And if you refuse to learn this lesson, you are going to learn it in the hard way. You're welcome, my beloved sister Mary. Thank you so much for joining. Go ahead and speak to us, my beloved sister. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm happy I meet you too. And
You're welcome, my sister.
thank you. Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, our leader. Good morning, our Prime Minister, Itiare Kondo. We love you, and God love you guys more. Yes, my people. The respect, I think so. No, the fear and respect of Biafrans is the beginning of wisdom of nation of Biafra. Yes, and that is the truth. I love this your topic today because the respect is the beginning, and the fear, they never see something unless They leave Biafra. Just not even think of Biafra just for one day, so that Biafra will go. Give us that freedom. Give us that respect. As you fear, you are we are the fearing of nation. You must give us that respect. Because Biafra is the life of the whole world. I understand. Me now, I understand. Yes, that is the truth. If you don't understand before, as I'm talking to you now, I'm telling you the truth. The Biafrans, why they fight you, why they make sure you don't want you to see a light of the day. You are the wisdom of the world. You are the light. So that is why we must ask them, we must tell them for that. They must respect the respect of the nation of Biafra. You must. It doesn't matter where you come from. Because we are the people. Give the others people life and light and how to live and how to know a nature, woman nature. What I mean, humanity nature is Biafra. So me, Mary, I'm so happy so much to understand this. And you too, you must try all possible to understand what Biafra means. Biafra doesn't mean only for you. Biafra means for the race, the life, the people who want other people to see life. What you're doing, you're not doing it only for yourself. You're doing it only for your children. You're not doing it only for our own nation. You're doing it for the African race, for the whole Africa, the brown red color. That is what we are doing. So you must appreciate for yourself. You must appreciate God for you to be among of those people. You must appreciate nature for you to know. I mean the clean heart, oh. I mean the people ask for this wisdom with green heart. This wisdom, this my brother is talking about, we are talking about, this is Biafra. Biafra is the wisdom. They must respect that. And we remain that for the whole world. They can never take us anymore in granted. They can never abuse us anymore. Can never take us as slaves anymore. That is the wisdom we are talking about. So my people, it's coming. Big time is coming. This will not be joke. It's coming. Everyone like this. This is where we are talking. This is where Biafra, they go, Nigerian, they go protest. Protest for what? One day is coming. How are you going to protest? You will even try to sit at home. Nigeria, I'm talking about you. Yoruba, I'm talking about you. Benjuel, I'm talking about you. It's coming very, very hard. And you can't stop nature. You can't stop what they call spirit, nature. You can't stop it. Because you people have been doing so horrible in human being life. And when you come, if you don't want to listen now, it's so close. Listen, and fight yourself out in this Oyobio, in this calamity coming. Reject Nigeria. Stop collecting money from Nigeria. It's very, 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 very important. If you want to save your life, please, my people, stop collecting whatever they manipulate your brain to you to collect that evil money. That is the problem of you. That is the problem. Why they use your brain, because it's not money. They buy your soul. They give this money so that you will not even understand. Where you are is a complete dark. Not only dark, is a very, very, very dangerous place where they don't value human being life. That is why they are doing this. That is why Nigeria don't have conscience. Young children, call yourself money Nigeria. That is what you want to. Believe me, if you don't backward, you will continue to damage. If you don't listen to these people, they have no soul. My people, they have no soul. All of them, long sleep is waiting for their door. All these people confusing you, long sleep is waiting for their doorstep. Do you want to go with people almost for many years they cannot change? Even their spirit doesn't have rest when they are living as a woman. They have no rest. Do you think that when they go to long sleep, that is where they will have rest? No way. No way. So, my people, please, I'm here this morning to beg of you. Nigeria, Biafran, some of them with hatred. Your own even worse. Your own is worse. If you don't back up, you say, no be money. After all, Biafra go declare, and I will collect it. After all, people will collect it. Can't you see what you give it to your brain? The money when you cannot even use and buy something to yourself, even use and make something to be a future thing. That is what you're dying for. How many billions, thousands of naira paper will reach life? Can you, as Nigeria there, can you buy life with that money they give it to you? You cannot. What I mean, if you something you can save with money, can you use Nigeria money save? No. It never happened, my people. You know, they give you that money, you sick, you a just married person, you need one cup of garri, you collect one thing wey go damage your generation coming. Why? Why? Our leader don't beg, tell you different kind of example. Say these people are not human beings. They have no mercy for woman. Till they kidnap this man. Who kidnapped him? Who used the plane, the jet, go carry him? His brother. Where is him now? The same that plane, the same that jet. You be like me, then get thousand, but not the same name, the same flag. And is it him coming back with normal, with speaking? He's coming back with long sleep. But who you're going to kidnap is still there. In the arm of what what you yourself don't want to understand. Is still alive. He's still alive because it's not what you can carry. But who carry him? Who take him? Who sold him? All of them. They are into what you call conviction and desperate nightmare, and long sleep is waiting for their door. And it's coming very soon. I know you people will start again. Oh, I was doing this, it was good, but don't worry, don't be surprised. Because it's coming. It's coming. Me, I cannot stop. You cannot stop. Because what you take, you cannot give. That is the equation. Can you give what you take? You cannot. So there is no way. There is no way you can survive. There is no forgiveness for this. Sorry, there is no forgiveness. Spirit can never forgive you. necklace of woman being. Do you know what they call forgiveness? Go to the long sleep is waiting for you, so that you and that spirit, the nature, will judge. Then, if you can get forgiveness from there, that is less for you guys. What we mean is that stop collecting money from evil called politicians. Please, my people, don't do this. Collecting this money, you're selling your soul, your suffering, your dead point, because that is where you sell your soul. Please, selling soul, not be say, oh, how? That is many things. You can't know yourself anymore because it's not money. It's evil money. It's evil. Before they give you that money, they make different kind of manipulation, different castation, different kind of demonic place just to buy your brain off, and they give it to you. And you longer truth because they know. Once you give it to you, when you collect, your own is finished. Why are you continue doing it? Why? You won't tell us, say you don't, all these things we are shouting is joke. It's not a joke, because Biafra love your life. Not only my sister life, not only my brother life, not only my children life, not only my life. There is somewhere natural creator, dear, we are fighting for. Your church will not help you. They are the biggest mistake in life. You can easily find yourself. Your church, the false prophet, you're finding yourself in. That is your problem too, because they are all one. Why are you doing this to yourself? Why? We talk about church, we are not talking about the true nature of body of Christ. No, we are not talking about the nature of real truth. We respect it. We warn you. We only warning you for the evil, for the false prophet coming around you. Come to the tradition. Oh, they sold their eyes because of money. Their eyes is blind. Know where you go to. Fight Biafra, because Biafra is only the truth. We are here to tell you the raw and the true way, so that you will have peace. You will have your nation with peaceful. People will learn from us. People, as our leader said, different nation will come to look, to see where that light come from. Are you going to stand along the backside? Is that how you want? Is that what you want for your life? Please, my people, don't wait too much, because it's coming. And they will cry. Nigeria will cry. That is truth. Nigeria will cry. Baby Biafra, we don't jump and pass. It's what they need, and we give it to them. If they let us have peace, when our forefathers said, the calamity now, it will not fall upon them. But they want to fight nature. You want to fight humanity. What is not you, you don't give, but you want to fight for it. You think you will win? Something will great you, not you great yourself. And you want to fight. Can you win? No way. Instead of that, more calamity will come till you listen. Till you listen. If you don't listen, you will continue to go. My people, pick a word out of your senses. So Biafra, please, fund Biafran, love your nation. Whatever thing's coming, know that is so it's supposed to be. It's not by your power. Anything coming out from Biafra land to we to cut our freedom. Don't mistake. Don't make your brain start to ring. Oh, this one. No, it meant to be, because you can't stop it. See, Biafra declare. Fund Biafran, love Biafrans, make sure Make sure you love your soldiers. Make sure you fund your nation. Please, my people. Any amount you have, it go a long, long, long way. Don't wait for anybody because the whole world are fighting. The whole world, the world is between devil, demon, Satan, and God fights. And if God give you, nature love you, give you the strength to stand with it, you must understand what you're doing. Because it's just not a fight. The whole nation is fighting. European is fighting. Britain are fighting. What are they fighting for? Who are you going to beg? Who are you going to say, come and help me? Are they going to leave their problem and come and meet your own problem? No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that way. So you must fight for it. You must collect it by force, by power. By you funding, by you love your nation, by you love your soldiers, love our leader, the light of Biafra, love the rock of Biafra, the grandson of Biafra, the messenger of heaven. Nature loves us so much. If you think you're doing anything because of him, no, you're not doing it. You're doing it to the spirit. You're doing it to the nature, not him, because him is just a messenger. A messenger must deliver a message. So if you want to fight, you fight the word coming out from his mouth. You can't fight him. That is very, very easy to understand. So fund your nation. This IOU loan is not Biafra say bring you. Them say they owe you. IOU loan. Biafra OU loan. Biafra nation. And this whole loan you see, they're giving you double life investment. Life investment. Please. Don't ask you where you talking, how much you bring her out. Please don't ask that. Look your own self. Fight for your children. You giving Biafra the money, you giving to yourself for your life and your investment for your grandchildren. Please, IOU loan, come out so that our nation must surely declare. 1 month economy, 1,000 years. Like the way came 1960. It's not that time. It's not like that. Ebo yaba akufo. 3 years, 4 years. Just only 4 weeks. Ebo 4 weeks. Ufyonke. Nitoy kambo. De facto government in homeland. Help your brothers. Help your sisters. Tell them the story that Biafra is coming. Biafra is here, not is coming. Just only few months we declare it. The nation leader like it or not, they must. Because this is what they ask from us. This is what they want to see. And you must make that to actualize. When you stand with your nation, love it, not by running from your nation and go to another person's nation and find manna from heaven to fall down. You know, they work that way. So, my people, say something. Amakobi call me. That very, very, very important. Amakobi kontangami. Many yen to minta very, very important because ukere mo bot eye of so government ke baga. Ukere mo yeko ayatepe. You don't so kentangong ayatepe. Amatepe. Ediong eboke ntolo keke bidi. You don't so. So mbong ni teka eki for this victim. Eki do victim in no Nigerian so government. Mbok medaba say yon kpobo. Who do victim no government ni don't for. Your own local government, full government, evil government. Who do victim no more. Run very, very far away. So that the nature of Biafra will save you too. Thank you very much for this opportunity, brother. I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much, Biafra. Please listen. Back for 1 month, sit at home till we declare it. Thank you very much. Thank you. See you guys then. Thank you, brother. Thank you very, very much. Brother, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you guys then. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now. I can hear. I think I muted myself. Thank you so much, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining and your patience being there with us till now. Please go ahead and speak to Biafrans. We appreciate your presence. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Massachusetts, as always. I am very much entangled with some certain things. That is the reason why I've not been coming out here the way it should be. I am not just on this platform. I am all over. Yesterday was not
absolutely. I know. I'm seeing you everywhere.
So it has not been easy, and my people say that my ulo will never stop. So
Yes.
if Biafra hasn't come, I will not be addressed. I will never be addressed because there are some falsehood, palpable falsehood that have been peddled all over the space with people that have little knowledge of history about Biafra, the Biafran people, when Biafra was declared, when Biafra was defeated, and so on and so forth. Who is really Biafra and who is not Biafra? My goodness, it has not been easy. But by the grace of God, we are trying to put some certain things into perspective and put them where they are. Even people were even telling us that IPOB under Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still proscribed. Myself and some of my compatriots of Biafra, let me just say, very strong Biafrans. We started digging out documents upon documents. Mazen, how can someone say that the case Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been tried in Abuja is the same thing as being ruled in Enugu in terms of the deep proscription of IPOB as a terrorist organization? How can someone say that the Global Terrorist Index GTI has not debunked or revised their early statement of putting IPOB as a terrorist group? All these documents are there. Yesterday, most of my compatriots were able to dig out those documents and presented it, send it there to them, and majority of them kept quiet. They couldn't speak anymore. And don't be surprised, this sin that is coming is not coming from any other place. It's coming from the same Biafran, whose parents are Biafrans.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I have thick skin. I said before, I don't mean to denigrate people that have mental problem. I can live with a madman. I was trained to survive and live with a madman. I have thick skin, and I will give you as it is, devoid of insults. And that is what I've been doing. Some of them could not even, they only rant and so on and so forth. So my people, Biafrans, Namoches and my Nemoches, I salute you this morning. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiyama continue to bless you. Because if you are doing something and nobody is criticizing you or fighting you, know that that thing you are doing is not correct. Absolutely. Know that what you are doing is not, there is no objectivity in what you are doing. But as long as people are attacking you, even demons and devil himself will attack you. because you are doing something special. You are doing something that is so special in the eyes of God Almighty. That is how I'm looking at this fight for the restoration of Biafra. Okay, so let nobody dissuade us or cajole us into believing that it will not come. No matter the name they call us, no matter whatever they say against us, that must not discourage us from what we are doing. See, based on the topic that you have here, the fear of Biafra, the reality of Biafra, the fear of you, the agitators, those that are fighting for it, the agents of the restoration of Biafra, the freedom fighters, shall be the beginning of wisdom of anybody that doesn't belong in freedom, especially when it comes to Nigeria. What is Nigeria? Ghana was named Gold Coast, I think, by the Portuguese. We came out, we said no. Later, Kwame Nkrumah said, no, we cannot bear the name a foreigner gave to us.
Absolutely.
We were a people, a nation before you came. You met us here, so you can't give us name. He reversed that name. There are people also like, I think, the Dahomey. There are so many of them like that. These people. But what is so sacrosanct about the name Nigeria that was given by a prostitute? What is so special? Do you know the reason why that Nigeria is not making any progress? Have these people sat down and think, why is Nigeria not making any progress? Instead of making progress, that country is retrogressing. Why? The foundation. And when we saw the anomalies in the foundation, we say, no, we cannot belong to this. You've tried this, failure. You tried this, it failed. You tried this, it failed. You tried this, it failed. Then you want to bunch everybody together and grind everybody. Then the people of Biafra say, no. Wait a minute, we cannot be allowed. We will not allow you to subject us to this kind of level of intimidation, poverty, death, misery, and so on and so forth. We want to live. After they must have given you solutions of what to do, you refuse to do it simply because it's coming from the Biafrans. And they say, no, they want to live. You said, no, they will not live. You will die there. You will by dragging them as well. They will drown you. Biafrans will drown you. And let me tell you today, for those that are listening to me this morning, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, and I will continue to sing it into the ears of those that cares to listen. Nigeria is on the path of self-destruct.
Absolutely.
There are so many things that are going to unravel itself in the eyes of the one Nigerianist. I have listened to so many, a pastor that is, in fact, the pastor, I will not be afraid to, I will not be ashamed to mention his name here. His name is King Leo, David King Leo. He said that I saw flags flying in the northern part of Nigeria. And it happened. It happened. Didn't they flew Russian flag? Didn't he say it is going to create commotion within them? Didn't he create commotion within them? He also said that the north, he saw other foreign countries annexing the north. That is the one, by the grace of God, I am waiting to happen. Annexing the north. That is what he said. If you think that we are going to go to war so that you will come and bring the might of Nigerian, on top of the Biafrans, you are lying.
It's not going to happen.
We said will not allow that to happen. And if at all that is going to happen, he will make it swift, and you will suffer the consequences of what you have done, both now that you want to do it and the one in the past that you did. It is going to be brutal for that nation. Anyway, the only happiness I have is that their plan, ab initio, failed ab initio. They thought that when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is kidnapped, then the whole thing is gone. They never knew that there are other people. They forgot the prophecy of Joshua in Ginla. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not afraid. I know that physically, as a human being, he might be going through serious problems and so on and so forth. But I believe spiritually, that God that brought him is not. In Ghana here, we say God no be Alata man, which means God is not a Nigerian person. They are a Nigerian. God no be Alata man. The God that brought Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to start this fight against the enemy of freedom would never leave him now. He will never leave him now. He will never leave him now. And for those of us that said, oh, we are disappointed because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was captured, look at it the other way around. In the spiritual realm, look at it the other way around. It was I was among the people that said, oh, remove him from DSS and send him to Kuje prison. But as we were talking, deliberating on that, Kuje prison was invaded. Man's chutes. I think you heard of it.
Yeah.
What could have happened?
Absolutely.
What could have happened if they listened as at that time and took him there? He could have been an easy meat. But I believe also that God works. They say the Bible said that all things. I think Ephesians. They say all things work for good to them that love God. Yes. So let the will of God be done in our lives. It might not sound so palatable in our eyes, but it is the will of God, and let it be that way. And if you are a follower of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you will know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made this in a proverbial or idiomatic manner. I will march to Abuja. He is in Abuja. He didn't march. He was kidnapped. He's there. He said, I will conquer them in there. Which other one? Which other conquer do you want? Has he not been conquering them? All the vital, court cases that he has gone, has he not been conquering them all through? Or did you think that he was just going to march with armor tanks and jet fighters, ballistic missiles and things and so on? No. He entered into their backyard. He has been winning them because of shame. It's a national or international shame. They don't want to allow him to come out. And definitely he is going to come out. So my people, do not lose hope. We are on a very good path to, acquire our freedom. And that is what everybody must understand. Put in your efforts, both in kind and in cash. Make sure that you contribute. If you can't smile, cry. If you can't cry, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, hold the hands of those that are already pushing it. In one way or the other, you are aiding the coming of Biafra. I say, may God bless all of you, because we have a very big. It's not a joke. It's not a tea party. We must be prepared, and I believe that we are prepared to do what is needed for us to do in order to get our freedom. Let nobody dissuade you in all the platform where they are talking against Biafrans and the processes of. They told us that, oh, who is supporting you? You have to work with other nations. You have to. Now, Biafran Republic government in Israel has been established. Liaison offices has been established.
Working with other nations.
And so many things. And we are now having, You know, one of the greatest among them is the lobbying group. They are speaking about it. Even those in X space that were telling us, oh, you don't have people that you can talk to. Now, some of them are coming out to confess, you know, by themselves. I heard some of them confessing by themselves that is the right step to take. And when we were walking towards it, you called us miscreants. Miscreant will miscreant you. We are voting, they say we are doing online voting. Online voting will online vote you. You will see it when it is going to happen. I rest here. I rest here, my brother.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that amazing and wonderful contribution. As always, our beloved brother Maxwell is just a pillar in this very Biafra issue. He has been going from platform to platform. I played one of his videos where he lectured one of these IPOB Nigeria with their little brain. When you see them talking, you think they have something upstairs. When I played that video here on the platform, everybody saw it, how our beloved brother lectured them with that they do. And their intention of asking the question was to see if he was going to support them. And when the guy was asking that question, I heard the way he put the question, that we saw our people with some little arms, some AK-47 and something. Do you think they can? And when our brother responded to him, he became dumb. He was almost swallowed. The program almost swallowed him. He regretted why he asked that question, and he will never ask such question again. My beloved brother, I appreciate you, and thank you so much for your contributions and support. And we will continue to march to victory. When we talk about getting out of Nigeria, I tell people that what we are speaking of here, it is not about violence. We are not violent people. Biafrans are not violent people. We are peaceful, and all we are seeking for is peace, but not the peace of the graveyard. And because of our peaceful nature, that is why the Prime Minister have given them three good options on the ground. It's left for you to choose, either diplomatically, politically, or the armed struggle. They are all there. But the most important thing is that either which one you choose, we are going out of the zoo. The ball is on your court. Who on this planet Earth will say that he doesn't see what the Biafrans are going to? There is a video I'm going to play now for you to see how damaged that the zoo is. I'm going to play a video of a lady. This was a lady that wanted to compete on behalf of the so-called zoo. She wanted to go and compete for Olympic. She wanted to compete Olympic. She first of all went to represent Nigeria. Could you know that Nigeria people could not allow her to pass? And I know why they decided not to allow her to go through was because she's a Biafra. That was why they didn't allow her to go through. But eventually, she has gone to nationalize the US, and now she went and represented the US, and she took gold medal. She took a medal. She was the very first lady to take that medal for the United States. And the Nigeria that went for that Olympic did not come back with one single medal. Let me play the video for us to see.
Annette Neka Ichikenwoke has just made history at the ongoing Olympic Games in Paris, becoming the first ever USA medalist in women's hammers throw. She was Nigerian. Wait, let me explain. Annette is a former Nigerian hammer thrower and is the current national record holder and Africa's record holder. 3 years ago, the 28-year-old qualified for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics under the Nigerian name. However, she was disqualified, not for her error but because of the incompetence on the part of the Nigeria Athletics Federation. The Nigerian-American athlete, born in Los Angeles to Nigerian parents, was one of the 14 Nigerian athletes who were unable to compete at the Tokyo Olympics in 2021 because the Athletics Federation of Nigeria didn't carry out the mandated regulatory tests to be submitted to the Olympics Committee. She then switched allegiances to the USA and competed in her first Olympics at the Paris 2024. Today, Annette Neka becomes the first American woman to medal in hammers throw at the Olympics. Guess what? Nigeria is still without a medal after day 11 of the Games.
Just imagine, this is a Biafran lady. And look at how they mention Nigeria and youth. When you hear Nigeria is doing exploit abroad, you think that these are Biafrans. From Enugu State. Go ahead, my beloved brother.
Are you surprised? A country that, what they know best is to lie, cause misery, bloodletting, evil of different categories on an innocent people, especially on the indigenous people. And there are supports from the government themselves, government itself or government operatives themselves to support the evil and to cover them when this evil are being perpetrated on the indigenous people. How do you want to tell me that that country will prosper? Can't you see what is going on in Nigeria today? Instead of the past government will forever be better than the new one. That is the price these people will pay for the wickedness they have meted on the indigenous people, the owners of the land. They imported terrorists from all parts of the world to come and displace the indigenous people, take over their land, and share it amongst themselves. The indigenous people say no. They are capturing, especially in Benue and parts of the north. They are renaming, but the government that's supposed to protect cannot protect. How do you think that God will allow such nation to progress? The level of development and the level of progress you want that country to attain. How do you think that God will allow such a country that covers evil progress? She is not the only one that they have done it to. This, they did it to Anthony Joshua, the heavyweight boxer. And do you know the day when Anthony Joshua started falling was the day he took his belt to Astor?
Exactly. He embraced failure.
The day he took his belt to that seat of that evil throne in Astor was the day he started falling. Since that time, he hasn't regained his status anymore in the world title. Heavyweight world title boxing, category. Unless you see that hand as he dobale in Astor Rock, Buhari placed his hands, his evil hands, that impostor, placed his evil hands on him. That was the beginning. And from that time, that guy has never recovered.
He has never recovered, and he will never recover. For him to promote evil. They use it to promote evil.
Look, is it the Olympic, the one they had in the United Kingdom, 2012, right? Was it 2012? Yes, it was. I think it was 2012. They had the one that was held in the UK. This guy came to fight for Nigeria under heavyweight category. They refused him. He immediately went back to UK and switched for UK, and he took gold medal on heavyweight category in the Olympics for the United Kingdom, for England. And from there, his future began to grow. He had, I think, IBA, WBA, and WBF. And I think, is it a British International? There are about 4 of them. It was only the WBC. The WBC that he hasn't, which Dante Wilder was having us at that time. That was the only one. Supposing he won that one, he could have become the undisputed, and he was planning for it until he went to Astor Rock and things began to fall. After that, they were beating him like say no man business. That giant, that great son. They did it to him as well. So what makes you think that they will not do it to this one? And if a country will do such thing, will perpetuate this kind of evil on their own citizens, that Okay, they're willing. Well, no, when they want to come in, they were competing as citizens of Nigeria. Yeah, they were competing. They were coming to compete under the name Nigeria. So if they do this into them, what do you think that other countries will do to you? Look at what they did to the daughter of Biafran in South Africa that was, cited or proposed. The lady that was seen to win in Miss South Africa. Yeah. Was she not bullied into, moving away, withdrawing from that competition? If Nigeria would do that to their own, what do you think that the rest of the African country would do to Nigerians as well? That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us, serve Nigeria and you will be disgraced.
Come back with shame.
Come back with shame. So when you hear that name Nigeria, run away because it is tagged. Once you are tagged with that name, it's as if the evil that you don't even know anywhere will continue to follow you. Run away from that contraption. Do not risk it, otherwise you will be disgraced. It's quite fortunate for this our lady Neka that she also went back and threw the hammer for the United States, where merits are allowed to flow. If you merit it, go and compete with it. Because you've been seeing it. Yes, that is how it was. When merit was being allowed to rule Nigeria to become, when this, what did they call it? Quota system and all the nonsense that they are doing. Look at Igbo.
The most deadly fraud in that contraption is that quota system.
Quota system. And when you give it to them today, will not progress with it. Since somebody they've been pushing since after independence to today, up to now, your educational standard is still there. You cannot even make anything. You cannot make anything.
Because of them, the standard of education have been lowered in the zoo because of the North. The standard of education lower.
Exactly. So how will I go there? Most of us, thank God that we came out the time we came out. I supported. I was also flying that flag. But I believe that we were okay that time because these people that are coming from outside Nigeria to displace the indigenous people was not there at that time when we were there. It wasn't there. It came in when the civilians came in. I think even during Obasanjo, they weren't there. You see, so this is the thing that is going on in that country. You don't expect good things to happen to such country. Look at it. Look at the economy. Look at the exchange rate. Look at the oil. Look at everything that they have. Look at the life. Even when other countries are struggling to pull out people out of poverty, they are dragging more into it. Nigeria today is the headquarters of poverty in the world. Mazichuk, the more I speak about that evil entity, the more I get infuriated. I swear to God.
It is very sad. It is very sad. But that is how we found ourselves. And that's why Biafra must get out of the zoo no matter what they do. No matter what they do. Today we are seeing some fake advisors coming from right, left, and center. There was a Daily Post report that our Prime Minister put in. He said, act fast on not readiness for peaceful separation of Nigeria. Some idiotic people who doesn't know their left and right, who are always hiding under one canopy or the other, sending out information that are not useful. For us, Biafrans, we are walking out of the zoo and nothing is going to stop us. This is a country that is meant to fail. Look at the Port Harcourt refinery. They said they were going to open. They have postponed it again. Sahara Reporter is just reporting now. Nigerian Petroleum Company (NNPCL) again postponed Port Harcourt refinery kickoff for sixth time. For the sixth time. And this is the kind of deceit they will always come and bring to make people feel as if they are doing something, but they are doing nothing. We have seen it a long time, and we can no longer continue to see.
You know what is Mazi see? You know, a man that robbed himself with sugar will always blame himself when the ants begin to climb him to lick the sugar.
Exactly.
When the refineries were working in those days, in the 70s, early 80s, and thereabout, things were okay. Who were running them? Who were the technicians that were running most of those things? The core of them were from Biafra land. The core of the technician that you had that time working in those refineries, where I listened to a time when they were asking one Ikwere man. I didn't say Ikwere people, I say one Ikwere man. When he was telling the British journalists that, oh, all of them, it was the Igbos that were controlling the working in the refineries, and we are not going to allow them to come back unless the federal government decide on what to do. But they're asking, they are the same people with you, they speak the same language with you. They say, no, it is the federal government. They fought the war and they lost the war. That was what I heard from that one person. I didn't say all Ikwere people. Hear me well. Before they tell me that I am, becoming a bigot. I speak against one person. The same way I am going to speak to Pabiazika. The same way I am going to speak to Lieutenant Azikiwe for what he wrote on the front of Delhi's in those days, advising or warning France not to support the rebels. And those rebels were Ojukwu and the great men and women that were fighting to keep Biafra land together, safe. That was what they said. The refinery was working. And when they introduced this hate, jealousy, it failed till today. Now, what did they do? Majority of these people have formed alliance with foreign refineries.
Absolutely.
They will take the crude. Is it not, let me say, is it not absolute nonsense, nauseating, that you would take your crude, you have 4 refineries that are there that you can, refurbish and revitalize them, put them on stream. You carried your crude, you pay for shipment and everything. You pay tax for sending it to that place. You refine, you pay them for refining, then you pay again, shipping the same commodity back to your own country. What kind of country is that? They have been doing it and they have found out that, oh, there is, good remunerations. It is profitable for them and to the detriment of the Nigerian people. What did they do? Now they want this one to work in Nigeria. They will not, because they are no longer millions of dollars that they are collecting. They cannot stay a day without collecting that money. That is the reason why they are doing what they are doing. And you remember, according to investigations and it is alleged that most of those refineries, one in Malta, I think one in Niger Republic, and another one, as they say, is are owned by the same people that are there. How would they want your refineries to work? That is the evil that is going on, and that is why God is going to destroy them. That's why God is going to destroy them. I just heard also that there is a debate in the House of Representatives to jail agitators for 25 years.
Oh my God!
These people
that's the country. That is the country you see. That is the country the international communities will look upon. Let me see how international communities will be seeing them. They are exposing themselves the more. A terrorist country.
Do you know? Let me tell you one thing. When the imposter, the dead Buhari came, what did he do? He said, when it comes to national interest, your rights will be your rights are subjected to national interests.
Yeah,
That
you made that
was
statement.
yes. And the Nigerian people shout. They didn't work. They passed it. Now they are passing the law now to jail agitators in Nigeria. If they succeed in passing this one now, do you know the next one that they are going to pass? You cannot protest because agitation is part of protest. Agitation is part of protest. But the only thing is that the only thing is that you are asking for your own self-determination.
And their law permits you to do that, to ask for self-determination. In Nigerian law, it's permitted.
Yes. There is no law, irrespective of how criminal, how bad, how barbaric that 1999 constitution is. It did not criminalize self-determination, self-association, gathering and social and everything. It is there in their constitution. And if these people, if they really want to do something, they will begin to go underground to see if they can go, if they will tinker with that particular one. They would tinker with it in order to bring everybody, streamline everybody, and use one stick to lead everybody, just like the way the herders are leading their animals with just one stick. That is what they want to do. That's what they want to do. My brother, Nigeria is Nigeria. I just
welcome back, my sister Mary. I think you have something to say.
Yeah. I just hope before Sister Mary comes, I just
okay, go on.
Yeah, I just hope that most of my, brothers and sisters, both all in Biafra land, in the hinterland and in the riverine area, will understand the political gimmicks of the Nigerian system and join and retrace and come in and fight, knowing fully well that you are just one people. What affects the eyes must definitely affect the nose. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very, very much. I enjoy your speech so much. You bring me back. Yes, Biafra, thank you for the opportunity. And thank you, brother, for this opportunity. Yes. He called me back when he said, these people, they doesn't know what the time when you are there. These people was not there. I believe now one mistake, and I believe you will understand what I will mean. They was there. And you call the time for passenger. Why I said they was there? Because of Mohammed Abello. They hide. They control Nigeria from the beginning. As you always said, you make small mistake, you understand. Now where you maybe now just slip of tongue. They was there before anything. That is why we think they are normal human being. By that time, I remember when the cow, they roam around. Children, like, you know that white bird, it will they fly on top of the cow. Some children say will be following them. That time they try to know where our corner. These people are there before anywhere. So, my darling, it's slip of tongues. Obasanjo is still there. You know why? He's still alive. You know how many thousands of Biafrans this man. I know even talk of go on. I know even talk of I know all those things. They are still, and you are cheering them so much. And they know why Southeast they will buy them just because of they are business people. In their mind, they love money so much. They even said itself. If they know that time, they will not go to war. But they don't. God know how He's doing His own way. Nature know how to do things. They will not go to war. They will use money. When we do it, we fight. We should go back to back. Just like me too. As my forefathers said, their children will come back and finish it. And this is what me and you is doing it now. Then they said it. Now money. You know what money means? Ooh. Evil. Some, not all evil. The way there is money of evil. God is calamity in Nigeria now. Because these people doesn't need any good. What they are after, as we know, our mineral resources. But what's so important and what we just cheap for us, because when we are talking, Nigeria is in trouble. As you now, you bring one word where we say, we think, oh, these people they talk about only Biafrans, Igbo, this, the oil. Did we talk about Aaron? Like you go to the Bakashi side, Aaron. Now we call Akwakwi as a new state. I call Aaron so that everybody will understand. Go and ask. It's Biafran nation. Go and check. When you talk about oil, refinery, the people. And when we are dragging for this one, the biggest place though, where you see the mad bigotry, they come out from nowhere. But we know those kind of people because now I think you must let them know, Nigerian speaking, let them know that Biafra is not a joke. Sit at home, love your nation because it's coming. You're talking about River State and Igbo. The coast and what I'm talking about around go to Eket. You don't know that. Do you hear in media talking about Eket or go and ask after River State, call them now, Ibocha. You know why you will not remember all those places? Because it's like it's not easy. But they are making out of there. By what? Stealing without no one knows. Keep them just so desperate. You don't know what Nigeria is doing to you. And the war, the leader of the when we declare Biafra, then you will know what the nation of Biafra, the government of Biafra doing to you. The kind of good, the kind of blessing. You they talk about River State, you go to Korabasi. All those things in the river area. I'm talking about where mineral oil. I'm not talking about the gold when you go to go to like Ikom, Ogoja, all those kind of area turn to this enter where we call now as we also Dimma Imo. My darling, I just want to make this place. I just want to say it. When we talk about refinery shell, all those things, oil, this, that, remember there is places you don't even know. Where bunkering, where these two breathing agent of evil dealing with you. If you want to even open your eyes more, now refinery of River State, where they call for Eleme, where pass Ogoni. Do you talk about anything about Bonny? Where they get LNG there? You don't even know. You guys are just, you need to know this month. And called Creek. in the river, this crystals, this evil where they want to die for beggars, turn themselves to Amajiri by naming Muslim. Tomorrow they will be Muslim, tomorrow they will be Christian, tomorrow they will be tradition, different kind of, confusion people. Confusing people. Deceiving innocent. You're talking about, do you know what you have? You don't even know quarter. You don't even ask yourself why the whole nation asking they want Biafra, all the jihad from nowhere. You think only just River State oil, or they call Igbo? They only call Igbo because you even talk about those people. You even talk about those people, those people where they are living with back of everywhere frame is coming out in their everywhere. What that frame mean? All those things, fire where they burn for your backyard everywhere for inside water. What those things mean? You where you call your interland, you go to see frame, they go put fire, smoke or they come out, blu. Different kind of places in your villages. What do you think those things mean? That is why when they call you dummy, we are not insulting you. Educated fool in the media, Nigerian government, this my brother just make me. I know somebody speaking, I don't know any, I just what? So provoked, is so angry that these people keeping you in the if you know when Biafra come, no, sorry to say Biafra come, Biafra is already here. 3 weeks. When they declare it, and the spirit of the land, if you like it or not, you will stand it. You will stand. We will not get anywhere. We know. This is our land. You can't come and collect it. We wake up from nowhere. If you can't, go and check what I'm telling you. Go and check everywhere. You talk about oil, Igbo, oil, gas. Is it only oil on gas? Your river where you go for, even you don't need to go, you don't want me to only. Just your river self, your small flow river self. Go and check what you have. That time I don't even know Nana. I can't know. Say, these people are just so demonic. You carry all you put for face. What they don't have, you cannot even make sense out of yourself. Why these people are killing us? Because of your land. Nobody talk. The whole world are fighting. They are bringing their news everywhere. Your own now only nobody. Your one son come out. They kidnap him. Another one come out. They are forcing all their possible, and at the end, all of them go vanish. Because that is what they want. And we will give it to them. Because it. So, brother, my big brother, I'm so happy for your word. You bring it out. We must know that these people are not for good. We will not listen to anybody of Nigerians to government of agent of Britain. Unless where we will know that these people are wash their leg, wash their hands out of our business. Now where they stand and raise our flag to the White House of United States, UK, United States. They must do that. Open our flag. For their own kingdom of how they call themselves, demonico, divided to, united to, maybe no want to know. Raise it. European, Japan, China, the whole one, Netherlands, where I did. Now then go raise that our flag, make it all the nation know. So that we know, say yes. You people know us as human beings. That is my own problem. That is my own decision, and that is mine. Provoke. You know, it just we must know that this is real. We fight for oil, we fight for our life, we fight for our own house, we fight for where to live, we fight for everything in earth. And you have it. And you leave it to someone else to fulfill it. And you think you are a wise man, you are the most of the stupidity man I can ever find in this world. Thank you very much. No, please, if I said a word where it's not accepted, sorry. But all of us must understand. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you so much. You have made your contribution. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution. And we are all speaking on the same direction. We are all pushing the same direction, and we are stating the same fact. The most important thing that everybody has to know is that the Biafran people are getting out of this Zoological Republic. And the fear of the Biafrans, the respect of the Biafrans is the beginning of wisdom. And Mazen Nandekano made a very profound statement. He said, we are going to build a brain-based economy. That Biafra is going to build a brain-based economy. That was why at a stage he said, if this oil is your problem, we are going to give it to all part of West Africa free of charge. Any place you want, we're going to supply it for you free of charge. We want to build a brain-based economy. And I bet you, we have all it takes in Biafra land. And each time we are mentioning Biafra on this platform, we are talking about the old southeastern region, the present south-south, the southeast, lower Benue, lower Togi. Wherever you are and your mother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, we are referring to you. That is why when Mazin Naneka was speaking, at a stage he said we are all Igbos. Some people misunderstood him. They thought he was trying to take over their tribe. Let me tell you, that's the Mazin Naneka said, there is no minority in Biafra. We are all equal stakeholders, and our pursuit is freedom. Once we are free, even if you people are 3 in your own location, you can be able to stand as a nation.
Yeah.
A brain-based economy is what we are pursuing. So every Biafra should be focusing. Then today, when you see what Master Simon Ekpa is doing, and you are confused, if you are confused with Master Simon Ekpa, some of you who are saying he's not following Master Nandekan or he's pursuing a different thing, I want you to follow us and watch this short clip. We are going to use this short clip now for our closing remark. My beloved brother Maxwell, as always, is going to give us I know he's going to give us a mind-blowing impact on this, because some of us still have some blocks in our head. Some of us are too afraid. Some of us cannot still embrace our right as right. I am going to play this short clip. After listening to this short clip, if you are not supporting Biafra, go and begin to support. If you have not started supporting financially, go and start supporting. If you are afraid of answering a Biafra, go and stand on top of your roof, look for a flag and wave it. Let the whole world see it. If you never buy your own flag, remember our Prime Minister said every one of us should get our flag ready. Get your flag, press it very well, keep it under your back. After the declaration, every one of us will raise it at the same time. This time around, it is not only the Biafran Liberation Army. Biafran flag will be painted in the whole Biafran after declaration, December 2nd. Let us listen to this clip for you to know that every single thing we are doing today is based on international law.
Yes.
We are not criminals. We are not doing anything in secret. After watching this clip, you will know why Mazen Simon Ekpa can never, ever be arrested. You will know why Mazen Simon Ekpa will continue to post in Twitter until thy kingdom come. Let us listen to this clip and hear what the Secretary General of the United Nations has to say when it comes to defending your land.
Do not accept that what we have today is inevitable. Do not accept that you cannot transform anything. Look at the impact that youth movements have had in the world with fundamental changes that took place afterwards. So, if we want to change the world, we need to fight. If we want to change the world, We need to unite. We need to mobilize. We need to fight for a better future for all. And that means to fight those that want to keep things as they are because they serve their interests, but in a way that would put into jeopardy the perspective of the future of our planet and of the well-being of the people.
I feel so empowered by what you've just said about collaboration, coming together, fighting for the things that we believe in. And I think that's a beautiful message that you've left us with, and I really appreciate that.
If we want to keep things better, we have to fight. Most importantly, fight those who want to keep the status quo. They want it to remain the way it is. That is why when we come, we tell you freedom is not by play. It is a fight. The person that just spoke now is the Secretary General of the United Nations. He said, we must fight for ourselves. And if you are fighting, you must fight everybody that want to keep the status quo. And that is what the zoo, the Afonja'S, the politicians, whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, this is what they are doing. These are the people that are trying to keep the status quo, to satisfy their selfish and wickedness. Today, we have a new dawn. The new sheriff is down. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Eba, and we must fight everything that stands on our way to a standstill. Go ahead, my beloved brother Maxwell, before our sister will now speak again for us.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi Chicks, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Abongo, Sasango, Sasang. You see, Mazi Chicks and every well-meaning Biafran that is listening to me today, I don't take the words of this man seriously. I will not. I will never take the words of this man, Guterres, seriously. And his own ideology or the position will not determine whether I will fight or not to fight for my mother's ancestral land.
Definitely, definitely.
Where he is not referring to Africans. This man is not referring to Africans. He is not referring to Africa. We are on our own.
I got you there.
I'm telling you, we are on our own. The freedom of the African people. Remember, he is from the West. They are all anti-Africa. Because if Africa happens to develop to the level the West is today, they will all die of hunger. What keeps the West alive is the 80% natural resources that is deposited on our land in the African continent. Is the United Nations not there? The DRC. Do you know how many people that have been killed in DRC? The APCs painted United Nations that were conveying gold, packs or heaps of gold in the APC. Where were those golds going to? Using United Nations APCs, armored personal carriers. Where were they going to? What is the position of this man? The time when Nigeria was killing the agitators, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, in Biafra, in Nigeria. Where was he? The killing of the innocent youths that carried flags, just like the IPOB were carrying. What did they say in the United Nations? Were they not fighting for evil government and bad leadership? What did they do? Did they support them? When they slaughtered those young youths at Lekki, what happened? When they slaughtered the youths of Biafra agitators, what did they say? Go and check what these people, United Nations, is saying against the Bangladesh, for the Hindus that are being targeted in Bangladesh today as we speak. Go and check the report of the United Nations Security Council on the, what do they call them? In Burma. The Muslims, the Islamic sects that they are being targeted, chasing away from Burma.
The Rohingyas.
The Rohingyas. What did they say about them? What did the United Nations say? Or were there no United Nations when over 5 million Biafrans were killed, were buried in Biafra land fighting for the same thing this man is talking today?
Divided, united.
Is United Nations not there when Nigeria committed an international blunder, which the United Nations is against? What is the position of the United Nations on the side of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's kidnapped from Kenya? What have they done? I don't believe these people. If you believe these people and their utterances, it is at your own peril. Your freedom lies in your hand and what you do. And we are doing it. Look at the petitions Mazen Nnamdi Kanu wrote to United Nations. Have they looked into it till today? No, they have not. They asked him to go and do something. When he begins to do something, the might of the Nigeria will be vested on him, and the support of those people that have interest in the economic and natural resource of that country, which is in our land. Therefore, my brother Mazi Chiefs, we have to come home and begin to fight for our own. That is the reason why I spoke. Mazen Nnamdi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, spoke of asymmetric system. The only thing we are going to do to free ourselves is to adopt asymmetric. 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 When the fire dies, we will drop the firewood. I urge every Biafran, if you have not voted, go and vote. And get yourself ready for this 1 month sit at home. It is a civic disobedience to the tyrant system that has kept us on the ground. If you have not voted, go and vote. If you don't have to support financially, support by kind. If you cannot run, please walk for Biafra. If you cannot walk, please sing for Biafra. And through your voice that the world would know that you have spoken. And the angel of God, Chukwokika Biama, that created you and I, will support us with our little effort to free ourselves. Note, God will not be against us because we are not fighting to invade anybody's life. We are fighting for our own self-preservation, dignity, and right to life. Thank you. And may God bless Biafra.
Thank you, my beloved brother. Before you round up, before you go, I want to respond to something that you just said. You know, when you talked about not believing this man, in the actual sense, we don't believe them. But even when they make the statement of fact, those are facts. Even when we know that the statement is not practical to us as Africans, just as you said, their statement is not practical to us as Africans, but that is actually how life is supposed to be. And you ask a question when you said, what has they been doing? When things that are happening in Africa, what do they say? What do they do? I want to play a voice from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I want you to hear what they told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That was why I said, whatever Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing today is what we are supposed to do. Let me play that short clip, not up to 1 minute. Let me just play it. Let's see what they told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to do if we want to be free.
When I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN, what they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously. That is the way it is. Any day, if you like, listen, if just do us, I don't need your money. What we want from you is 1 container load only. We won't come to you again. Let me tell you. When I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN, what they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously.
Hear that? My beloved brother Maxwell. Go ahead and conclude.
You see, although I am not, I have never gone in the within the corridors of the decision making of the United Nations. I have been a participant of their policies in the United Peacekeeping operations. Look, you see, there are places where they will make these statements, just like him. Boutros Ghali made the same statement from the man from Egypt made the same statement some time ago in Somalia while we were there. Same statement. As we speak today, Somalia is still where they are today. Somalia has been fighting. The Al-Shabaab has been fighting. The same way they call them, although their ideology is different, the same way they are calling them terrorists, the same way Nigeria is calling us terrorists, people that are fighting for what they believe in. Mazen, let me give him Maz, although he's late. The South African man, Mazen Mandela, also was fighting for his own people. They labeled him terrorist. Gandhi, the great elder statesman, I think, is it in Tabitan area there, was also called a terrorist. You understand? Malcolm X and the rest of them that fought, they were once upon a time called terrorists. They were fighting.
Martin Luther King was called a terrorist too.
All of them. No, none of them. You know, we're taking, the United Nations was there. Mazen Namdekanu said, have they not killed us enough? This Guterres that is talking now, how many are they not documenting the human rights organization that is in Nigeria? Are they not documenting the number of Biafran that has been killed from the day we started the agitation for the restoration of Biafra, from carrying flags? How many? How many are we going to die so that they will come in? How many? Must we die before they come in? This is the wickedness of man, because they have, that is why they say that you are not fighting against, you know, what is it the flesh and, but principalities,
flesh and blood.
Principalities about and powers at higher places. United Nations is those powers at high places. Absolutely. They are the ones that controls the world. How many people do you want to see dead if what you set up to do is to protect human rights and life, to live of the individuals? Must you allow them to die? Must you allow them to die before you come to help them? Before you come to help them. This is my position. They will not.
I agree with you. You are right. You're absolutely right. I agree with you.
What Mazen Namdekanu demanded from them, he didn't mention, he said, give me a container load. Did they volunteer to give container load? But a reverend father in the United States were raising money, buying weapons, as alleged, to send to the Christian sect in Afghanistan to defend themselves. See, They love what is happening to Africa because if the insecurity or destabilization is not going on in Africa, they will not have the opportunity to mine and take our natural resources to the betterment of their people. If United Nations, what this man said is right, how will he encourage launderers, fraudsters, politicians to steal what the people are supposed to use in Africa to develop themselves and launder it in banks in the Western world, and they are using it for the betterment of their own people? Is that not criminal? Is that not death? Is that not death? Many people are dead because of the stealing, the gross stealing that these people are stealing from Africa and putting them in foreign banks. Ndị Igbo si na onye na-atụtụrụ onye isi nkwa onye na-akụ ya. If you are creating a safe haven for evil to be perpetrated on the innocent people, you are as guilty as these people. We must do what we're supposed to do. God has given us the brain. God has given us the eyesight. God has given us the wisdom and intelligence to fight and do what we're supposed to do. I do not know. I don't know why I did not further my education in order to know how to produce or become a scientist. And I am using this opportunity to challenge our people, young men and women, old and young, that are scientists that can do something. Do something for the protection of your father's land. Don't wait for these people because they will not come. They will not come. We must do what God asks us to do within our own level and leverage it with what? Those who have who are sympathetic to the sufferings of the innocent people, indigenous people, to help us. And that is the essence of the lobbying. Left for these people, they are toothless bulldog. United Nations, they only fight when their interest is paramount. Thank you so much. God bless
you. Thank you, my beloved brother. I appreciate you and that wonderful and amazing contribution. As we are rounding up, our beloved sister Mary, give us your closing remark and let's close. We've been here for almost 3 hours now. Thank you so much, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Go ahead, my sister Mary.
Thank you very much. Thank you, big brother. Thank you, my big brother. Owen Maxwell. Thank you, Master Maxwell. I enjoy your speech, my darling. You know, let us just because we will make it fast because of my brother sit here for a long time.
Yes,
what I understand for this man, he told you to fight. Of course, for me, word is powerful. If you like, said it for whatever, said it for this. We Biafran to tell you, you must fight, we will not come for your help. We are fighting. You must fight for your freedom. That is how I understand. Because they can never come and help you.
Yeah, they will not.
They will not. So you must fight for your own life. We are fighting for our own life. You must stand for the truth. If him talk for good, means that you must also, this what these people been telling us means that it was lie. We have to fight. They are fighting, they will not come for my help. Who is fighting you? Is it not him? It's him. You must understand, you must take this word in another way around. They use, how can I say it? They use true, they use lie, turn to true. They make it like, oh, this thing I'm talking it is true. But if you look another way, as my brother just finished, For many, many years, they are the one who giving our leader ask for help. He tell them to go fight. Now you want to fight. You don't have money before you come for help to ask for weapon. You understand? So if I give you this weapon now, you go come stop my mission. To you to get mine, to come and ask me weapon. So go and fight. How do you want to fight? Now to stand. Stand up for your own leg and follow our leader and get decision for yourself. That I will not ask, I will stand up in all means. And you will not confuse me anymore. Say you are fighting for unity, because that is not unity. If you see me dying and you don't come for my help, and someone coming to ask for help, and you tell him go back, how do you want to fight? Without you not coming for the help of him. And where do you take those things when you're asking for? From your land, your mineral resources. And then they don't want to leave, because if they leave, they will turn like you, the way they want to keep you. So this fight is talking about is used for your mental slavery to wake up and decide that you will not listen to Britain, because Britain can never help you. Britain can never come for your help unless you stand up for your own leg and tell them, stop, enough is enough. Stop playing with my brain. That is how I understand these people, because they keep you into that condition. They should never know who you are. And they are playing into this man talking this word now is slave world. Is slave mentality new world of confusion you. So you must understand that you can never come for my help, but you're using what coming out in my land. And you're turning back and tell me I'm stupid by asking for help from you. I'm using your things. I'm using your property. How do you want me to leave it? You have to remain where you are. So you must turn his word another way round to stand up and fight for your freedom. And tell European Union and tell United Divided States of Britain, they are not United States. Are divide. They can never be united, because a united people can never come and forfeit people land, forfeit their life, go different kind of nation, control them, tell them this is my empire. You have no business to talk about. That is why the whole world reject Nigeria, because it's inside divided state of United States. Me, I call them divided states of Britain. They are not united. If you unite, you will know what is life of Biafran children, of even more than 40 million children. Just life go like that. I'm not talking. They talk of children. What of the mother? What of the father? What of the one they kidnap? Go to America, UK, different kind of country to make plantation. You don't count of those ones. You only count of the one where you keep hungry to die, to buy. You talk about too the one they cry, take chain, those children they make slave when they work 50 years, 20 years, go they sleep with 2, 3, 5 years old. Talk about those kind of things. So when you say we make we fight, yes, thank you very much, sir. We will fight. Biafra will fight with all their strength, physically, spiritually. That is something I beg for Biafra. Fight for your freedom. Nobody will fight for you. Stand with Master Nnamdi Kanu. Stand with Ejikade Kondo, our Prime Minister, the leader of the world, the nature of God. Love him so much, send us to us. Stand with him so that Biafra land declare very, very soon. May God bless all of us. We tell Britain that we are not going back. Thank you to give us this sense. that we should fight, and we continue to fight till we declare. Till you people notice it, Biafra land is real. Thank you very much. May God bless all of us and bless our leader and protect our leader and give him, shower him the wisdom of heaven. May the Mother Earth continue to protect him, give him strong energy to continue till we see him. The same thing with his own son, Minitare Kondo, the rock of Biafra. So shall he be. He say, Ntororo, Ibarawo Bugisiongo. Thank you, my darling.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much,
this
my beloved
opportunity.
sister.
Thank you
I
very much.
appreciate you. Thank you
See
so much,
guys
my
there.
beloved sister. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I saw my brother coming back again. I saw my brother Maxwell coming back.
Yes, Mazi Chooks, forgive me. You know, I will worry. I'll be troublesome man, because when it comes to Biafra, don't play with me. There is one of our sister. I don't know whether it is a sister or brother. Uche Chukwuchinye, in the comment section. He or she is asking the link to vote. Please, if you can, I think he or she is still watching. If you can just, do something a little, to educate him or her how to vote. I just saw it through the comment section, and I would like to use this opportunity. All my name watchers and my name watchers, I can't mention your name, but wherever you are in the comment section, I say, may God continue to bless you for supporting and coming out to chat and say whatever that you are saying there. God will never allow your time that you wasted here to be in vain. God bless all of you. I love you all. I remain. You are okay.
I love you more.
From Ghana. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my beloved brother Maxwell. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. So anybody that has not yet voted and you want to vote, those who are asking for the link, all you need to go is go to X. Go to X of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Just type Simon Ekpa. You will see the verified account with blue. Once you go to his account, you will see the link. That is the very first thing you will see, the link to vote. Or if you can't find the X, if you can add me up on WhatsApp, then request for the link. I will send it to you through WhatsApp. I can't send link here on YouTube. I cannot be able to post the link here on YouTube. It's not allowed. I don't post link on YouTube. So go to the X platform of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. On X, type Simon Ekpa, you see his name, then you just follow up. Or if you have my WhatsApp, or if you don't have my WhatsApp, just take down my WhatsApp, add me up, chat me up on WhatsApp only, strictly WhatsApp. Just send the message, tell me you want the link, then I will send you the link. If you have my WhatsApp or you don't have it, just take my WhatsApp down. My WhatsApp number is +447 864 397 169. +447 864 397 169. Lastly, +447 864 397 169. Let me call it again for the last time. +447 864 397 169. Add me up on WhatsApp, then I'm going to try to send you any information that you need. If you need any information, including if you need information on the voting, information on the IOU loan, information on donation to Biafran platforms, I will furnish you with those informations. If you are on my WhatsApp and you chat me up, ask every information you need. As long as I have it on my table, I will send it. But if I don't have it, I will verify, find it out, and forward to you. Please, the IOU loan is very important. Very, very important, that IOU loan. Every money you commit in that IOU loan, you are going to receive back 100% interest. And the least amount you can commit on that IOU loan is $1,000. $1,000. You make your contribution. When Biafra is restored, your money will be given back to you with 100% interest. All you need to do is apply. Go to biafrasecurityadministration.org. biafrasecurityadministration.org. You will see the link for IOU loan. You click on that link, then you will see the link and you'll be consulted and directed on what to do. For those who want to meet, more especially people in the United States and other European countries, the money bags, those who have enough money to commit or invest in the restoration of Biafra, and you want to have more information, you want to speak to our Prime Minister, there is also a link. Go to biafrasecurityadministration.org. In that place, you will see meeting. Where you see the meeting section, you will see the link through the meeting. You go and you can be able to apply. You apply for the meeting, you will reply. The reply will send to you either through your email or through your WhatsApp, and then a meeting will be scheduled between you and our Prime Minister. He is having that meeting every single week. There is no excuse you can give why you didn't support Biafra. No excuse. You can't give any excuse and say, this is why you didn't support Biafra. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. That is why the law of Biafra is going to be very strict. It's going to be very, very strict because you don't have any excuse to give. When Biafra comes, the law is not going to favor, there is not going to be any favoritism. Like those of them who are wealthy, we know we have a lot of wealthy men in Biafra. We have people who can sponsor Biafra. We have people who can make things happen. But for the fact that they are still sitting on the fence, there is no way after the restoration you will be the same thing with other people who have invested in it. No. Invest in that IOU loan. Even if you are not a Biafra, you can still invest. And there are so many other benefits that follows it. So many other benefits. So wherever you are watching me from, I urge you to pay attention. Remember, prepare yourself for the 1 month lockdown in Biafran territory. That lockdown is not for Biafran people. It is not for our citizens. It is not for the traders. Traders will go to their businesses. Traders will go to their business, do whatever they are doing in their shops, and they will be protected. But that 1 month lockdown is against every establishment of Nigerian government in Biafran territory. Their ministries, police barrack, army barrack, civil barrack, any barracks where they are, and government offices, secretariats, ministries, they will all be locked down for 1 good month. And the most important is that the Liberation Army are going to come out in the street to enforce it. The Liberation Army are going to come out in the street to enforce that lockdown. Hear it and hear it clear. For the very first time, the Liberation Army will come on the street. That is why Biafrans have to prepare for what is coming. You must be security conscious. Listen to instruction. Go out when you need to go out. Stay in when you have to stay in. We have prepared you. The government of Biafra have prepared you for this procedure for the past 3 years. All along, you have been sitting at home every Monday, preparing you for what is coming. You won't say you are not prepared. As this 1 month is going to open, a new page, and I bet you, wherever you are in Biafra land, prepare yourself. We are going home, and no man, one of the woman, will stop us. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafran across the world. Wherever you're watching me from, may Chukwu guide and protect you, secure you. May Chukwu guide and protect our Liberation Army, the resistance fighters, the strike force, the Black Marine, the Air Force. May Chukwu guide and protect all the forces fighting for us on the ground. May Chukwu guide and protect every media warrior, all our speakers and presenters on different platforms, everyone that is coming out to speak on behalf of Biafra. May Chukwu guide and protect them and their families. No evil shall befall them. I pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. We commit him into the hand of Chukwu for divine protection, for divine security, for divine victory. No evil shall befall him. Every hole they dug for him, they will fall into it. Every trap they set for him, it will catch them. Our Prime Minister will protect them. He will never dash his foot against a stone. No evil shall befall him. We commit Mazen Nandekano before Chukwu Kukanyam. We pray for Mazen Nandekano good health. We pray for security for Mazen Nandekano. We pray for healing. We pray for strength for Mazen Nandekano. Wherever he is, we pray that Chukwu Kukanyam will continue to carry him in his own hand, cover him and secure him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Mazen Nandekano will regain his strength. He will regain his freedom, and we will celebrate him in his lifetime as a hero. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nandekano shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for all the time we have spent. I appreciate you, and we will see again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Kabia. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress, and equity, freedom or die.